Hey, Ryan Williamson here. I've been doing some grafting way too late. It's like almost dark, and here's my nuke yard. And so we're gonna do something totally foolish, which is open a really packed cell builder that's been queenless for a month, after dark almost, and put some cells in. So I'm gonna park this camera on a little tripod. First time trying this gizmo. Here we go. All right, everything can go wrong. So yeah, here we go. This I do need to look for emergency queen cells, but that is definitely not going to be happening this late at night. A little more smoke than maybe I would normally do. This colony has a lot of bees. Look at that. Just covered. So heavy. About 2-inch thick layer of bees. I'm going to hopefully not knock them off. The lid there that's covered in bees propped up. And then my job, I just realized that lid is probably going to block me from seeing where I'm going to put the frame. So I'm going to risk fate and move it to this side. It's really heavy. And get my cell bar out. Go. Oh, that one's got all the cells on it, so I need to get the other cell bar out. Run two cell frames at a time, and I bet I grafted on the frames that. Let's see, this one. Oh boy, this is the way it works after dark. I got a huge amount of burr comb going on, and got two different types of cell bars, and the ones I grafted on won't fit. So I'm gonna really tempt fate here and take out this free flowing comb the bees drew out. Shake them off. Beautiful. And maybe shaking bees after dark is not smart. Now I got to move cell bars from one type of frame to another because I've got most of mine are homemade, but I've got one commercially made and it takes different bars. So I have to move. I need to get everything over to my homemade style that I like better because it can work with any kind of end bar. You know, I'm doing this in shorts, which is really not advisable, but hey, that's what the experts do, right? Is do unadvisable things because we're foolish. Maybe I'm not an expert. If I was an expert, I'd know what I'm doing and wouldn't do this after dark, but I had family stuff that kept me from doing this earlier. And struggling to get a bar in. That's why I don't like the commercial made ones. There we go. Okay. That down in here. And using the frame to kind of lever a bit of room. All right, there we go. So many bees I'm letting go, and that's how fast it goes down. I actually have to push it down. It's a beautiful sight. Okay, so here's a bar that I grafted up in the shed with a headlamp on. Put that here. I wonder if you can even see anything. It's so dark. I'm struggling to see. And grab one more cell bar. This is, I think, 18 queen cups. And we'll put this in here. Oh, the bees drew some wax that I can't quite see, but I can tell that it's in the way. Got a few bees crawling on me that are a bit confused. They can't see very well either. Now what I'm doing is I'm putting pollen patty on top of the cell bars. If I had thought about it, I would have put the camera in a different spot so you can see this part a little bit better. But goal being is to put pollen as close to where the queen cells are. And use the frame to pry things over a little bit, and down it goes. Alright, so far, I shouldn't say those things yet. A little bit of smoke on them to drive the bees down, and the rest of the pollen patties on. And the next job is to, if I get the lid back on, is to go mix some syrup to give the bees to drink overnight. We have a good nectar flow, so they don't really need much. Really important to put all the frames back tight together. There we go. Got a rim here that keeps the bees, gives the bees access to all the pollen patties. And now we're going to put the lid that's just so covered in bees. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Feels like a couple honey, almost like a shallow super. It's so many bees. All right, there we go. We did it. Those things, yeah. Here's the comb the bees drew out. Pretty cool. All right, thanks for watching.